Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Too Fast.
Imagine.
Yo, what is up? Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Pancake Gaming. Today we're doing something a little different. We're doing a top 10 video for the first time, and I figured I wouldn't just do it alone. I got Luigi and Caleb here with their top 10s, and we're doing movies today.
Movies.
Topic out there. So I'm just gonna disclaimer real quick. None of this is all our opinions. Do not take offense to anything I say. This is for fun, and anything they say, this is for fun. I can't say that enough. We're just giving you our opinions. So anyway, we're gonna get into this.
Do you all have your lists?
I've got mine.
Yes.
I'm not prepared. I just woke up.
Dang, bro doesn't have a list. We're gonna start with our honorable mentions. These are our movies that we did not think we really like and want to put out in the universe, but did not quite make our top 10s. Caleb, you can go first because I know you got a couple.
Sonic 3.
I
first
figured
of
that
all.
would be one of them.
I thought it's gonna be
Because-
the top 10.
No, because I haven't seen it enough. I want to watch it another time.
I
I've only seen it
haven't
once.
seen it, so I can't say anything. But like when I saw good example Despicable Me 4 for the first time, I didn't like it very much. But as I watched it more, it got better. So like your opinion can change the more you watch a movie, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And then any more, Caleb?
Yeah, I have a couple more. I got Rocky.
The
I
whole list.
I don't know if you guys know what Rocky is.
I know
But
what
the Rocky
is.
movies. Yeah, the Rocky movies are darn good.
I also
I don't know
haven't
what that
seen
is.
that.
Jurassic
Oh.
Park, the first one. Just the first one.
Nice. Yeah, that's
Because-
that's a very good movie.
I also put Transformers 1. That might be my new favorite.
Oh
animated
dang,
movie
I
of all
forgot to
time.
put that on my list. I forgot that exists. Hold up.
gotta
Dang,
gotta
bro,
edit the
bro's
list
saying
real
it.
quick.
So I'm
I
gonna
got, I got two more.
Oh, you got dang filled up the list of honorable mentions. All right, what you got? I said like one or two in the chat.
I know, but
Bro-
then
bro's got
it
like
kept,
7.
The list kept going. I'm sorry.
I know there's a lot of good movies. You keep going. You go.
Yeah, like the Hunger Games.
Nice.
Those movies are really good.
Once again,
Same with the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
haven't
Pirates of
seen
the Caribbean is good.
the Hunger Games. Pirates of the Caribbean is really good though.
I get
That's it.
confused.
That's it for me.
All right, now that are you sure?
Yes, that's
Okay.
all of them.
Perfect. So I got I had 2 going into this, but I have 3 now. First, Transformers 1. Just a banger Transformers origin story. We got Despicable Me 3.
Oh, that's with his brother, right?
Yeah, I had to put one of the Despicable Me's on here because they're just so good. So the third one with Drew, his brother, and the Balthazar Brat. That movie's really good. I like that one.
I haven't seen those Despicable Me's in a minute. I've seen the first one probably the most. I remember the next two, and I haven't seen the fourth one or
The fourth
The-
one's
when Gru's a
objectively the
kid.
worst one.
yeah, I've only seen the first Minions, and I haven't seen the second one where Gru is a kid.
Yeah, that I think the second Minions is better than the first one. That's just me, but you know.
It probably is, honestly.
All right, my final honorable mention: Captain America: The First Avenger.
Now I have another honorable mention I just thought of because you said that.
Captain America: The First Avenger, or is it
No, The Winter Soldier.
The Winter
That
Soldier?
movie
Okay.
is crazy. That's like
That
the best.
one's
That's
good
like my
too.
favorite MCU movie ever. Because Winter Soldier is crazy.
You're saying that you didn't have any MCU movies on your top 10?
Oh no,
We
most of
needed
them
this.
mine
I
are
was
actually
like-
not superhero movies. I only have 2 superhero movies on here.
I really like superhero movies, but I was going into this thinking that your list and my list would be very similar, but the more we're doing honorable mentions, the more I'm like, that's not gonna happen.
I have no honorable mentions. Dang.
Think of something. Say one honorable mention. One.
Go.
Despicable Me 4. I don't know.
Just unskippable me.
W.
Unskippable ad.
Yeah.
Unskippable ad for. Captain America's great and everything. I like the first one the most, maybe because like my father is a military enthusiast. He has a degree in history, so I was always exposed to like that World War II stuff, and that's
yeah,
when that
yep.
takes place, and that's really good. And it's the origin story of the best Avenger. Let's go with our 10s.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen this. It's called Inception. Have you seen that?
I've heard of it. It's like
Yeah.
it's like the dream inside of a dream thing.
Yes. If you want your mind to be melted, you watch this
Yeah.
Angry Birds 2.
Ooh.
movie. W.
That's
Angry
a
Bird-
W
dude.
movie, not gonna lie.
I can't get enough of them Angry Birds movies.
The
I'm
Angry
so
Birds
excited for the third
movies,
one.
the
Yeah.
plots are not the best, but they are so stinking funny.
Yeah, they're funny. I like
Especially
funny
the
movies.
second one. They didn't even try with that plot, but they just like embraced the fact that they didn't try very hard.
Exactly.
You know, the first one was the plot was a little better, but
Well, the first one was more true to the games.
which I
Yeah.
mean has like no lore besides the little
Shoot
cutscene
bird
at the
at
beginning,
pig
which is like 3
with
seconds.
slingshot.
Yeah.
W choice. All right, my number 10 is my favorite Christmas movie.
Is it Home Alone?
It's not Home Alone.
Home
Is it
Alone
Polar
2.
Express?
It's not Polar Express or Home Alone 2.
I
Is
don't
it
know.
is it oh my gosh, is it Illumination Grin?
No, but that one's probably second.
Darn.
It's Elf
Elf. Oh
Elf.
yep. Elf.
with
I don't know.
Why
what
didn't I
Elf
think of
is.
that?
with Will Ferrell.
That's
It's just,
like one of those like you watch it every year.
I do
movies.
watch it every year and I love it and I laugh as hard as I did the last year every time I see it. It just never gets old. Number 9. We're gonna go Caleb.
Cool.
All right, so I bet you haven't seen this either. It's called Interstellar. Have you seen that?
I've also heard of that, but I haven't seen it.
But like in short, I think it's the best space movie ever. And like they like did like actual research on how like black holes work and stuff, and try to portray it as accurately as possible in the movie. And it's another one of those, if you want your brain to be completely shot at the end of it, you watch it.
apparently Caleb is a big fan of movies that just make your brain shot, you know.
Cool.
Or in other words, Christopher Nolan movies.
Yeah, there you go.
That's cool.
All right, Luigi.
I think it's Despicable Me 3. I don't really get the plot that much. Yeah, it is a good movie, but still, like, the third one isn't the best as the first two.
A hair better than the first one. The first one and the third one are like peak movie. Like
Yeah.
I'd say my whole list is in like the peak movie area.
That reminds me of
Maybe
another
not.
honorable mention.
Oh, okay, bro.
Shrek. Rest in peace, Shrek. No one even
Okay.
said it. Shrek, dude.
Yeah, Shrek.
Shrek 2 is better than Shrek 1, by the
I
Toy
way.
have-
Story.
Okay.
Toy Story.
Toy Story also very good. Toy Stories are very good.
It's within the top 20. Alright,
Yeah,
what's
alright.
Pancake's number 9?
Number 9, Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl.
the heck is
W.
that?
Huge W.
That
Curse of Black
movie
Pearl is the
is a banger. I remember fondly growing up with the Lego Pirates of the Caribbean game on the Wii.
bro. I beat that thing on the DS as a kid like 5 times.
Dude,
Yeah,
this
you
is
know
taking
the second two. The second two are kind of people like they're kind of sleepers because they're a lot more plot complicated.
Yeah,
But
I haven't seen
but, like,
any
if
of
you-
them
once
past
you
the first one.
yeah, so like the second one is good. I think you'll be able to pretty much understand everything in the second one. But like in the third one, it's just you have to watch it multiple times to understand anything. But
Yeah.
once you understand it, you're like, oh, this is a masterpiece.
Number 8, Caleb.
Field. This is kind of out of left field, but the very first Narnia movie, that the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe movie. Yeah, the only reason I put that on there is because I think it's the best book to film adaptation I've ever seen in my life.
Lord of the Rings.
No, I think
Well, do
I
you-
actually think this is better than Lord of the Rings.
Just
as far
by
as like book accuracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
story of Lord of the Rings is way better, but I think it's more accurate to the book than Lord of the Rings is to the book because they
That's
changed
fair.
a lot of stuff for Lord of the
But
Rings.
you don't see as many book adaptations that are exactly
Adapted.
adapted.
Yeah, they're not very.
Because
English is
they
hard.
say they say people don't want to watch the book they've already read, you know.
That Narnia movie, like they made some changes, but all the changes they made like improve or like better than the book. I've never seen anything like it.
Bros, well, we're over here yapping about movies Luigi's never seen, and then he's just like daydreaming.
Number 8, Home Alone 2.
Ooh.
W. Home Alone 2, bro.
My brother thinks
another
Home
every
Alone
year
2
one.
is better than the first one.
No, the first one is better, to be
The
honest.
first one's 100% better. The
Yeah,
second one is just the first
I think the
one over
first one is
again.
better. It's like too brutal
I
to
think
make it
there's-
seem like legit. Like
yeah,
the bro gets electrocuted. It's like, dude, you would die from that.
I think
Nah,
they
bro.
counted and like he would have died like 7 times over both movies, but it would be like 5 times in the second one compared to only like twice in the first. Also, like the improbability of the first one of them leaving Kevin at home is like that's fine and everything. Like we're willing to look past that for one movie, but the improbability of it happening again
Yeah, I know.
in the same
Like,
universe of it happened that it happened already. It's just a little bit.
That's why the first one is better. That's why the
Exactly.
first one is better.
All right, number 8, the Super Mario Brothers movie.
It's
Yeah.
that low?
Yeah, because the plot, yes, it's
Is
like
the weak
one of
point.
the main plots of the game, but the plot is the weak point of the movie. I'm excited for the second one when Illumination's going to write it. They're gonna put more focus into the plot than anything else, because the
They say
first
that?
one,
Yes, please.
first one was a cash grab with all the Easter
For
eggs
sure.
and everything. Don't get me wrong, it's a really good cash grab, and it made me very happy.
I also think if they're like, especially with Sonic 3 now, like it destroyed Mufasa, like
Yeah.
obliterated it. I think if Nintendo, because they're gonna have to compete with Sega again in the film industry.
In the film,
if
it's
they're
in
gonna
the film
if-
wars now.
I know if they're
Wars.
gonna compete with them, they have to write a good story. They can't just make the cash grabs every time because it won't last.
Eventually, people are gonna get restless and be like, okay,
Yeah, but
this
this is
is
the
same
same
thing over
movie
and over.
again. Right.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
why Marvel is struggling right now.
exactly. Caleb,
Yeah.
number 7.
Okay,
you,
again, you've probably never heard of this movie. It's called Tenet.
I've heard the word before.
Yes, it's the same forward and backwards. In my opinion, I know it's a hot take because there's a lot of time travel movies out there, but I think that is the best time travel movie of all time.
Better than like the Back to the Futures and like.
Yes.
Seriously?
The
Back
only
to the
reason
Future
is
3
because-
is near flawless, I think, as a time travel movie.
Look, Back to the Future 3 is a sleeper. I think that's the best one.
Yeah, it's definitely the best
But
one.
Yeah.
because look, in every time travel movie, there's some sort of like caveat to the plot they're trying to push forward. Like
Yeah.
in regard to the time travel, like there's always some sort of plot hole that's like that makes no sense.
Yeah.
But Tenet somehow, because they change how time travel works in this movie, they don't have any like plot holes in
Uh,
regard to the time travel. It's crazy. That's unbelievable.
So-
I've never seen anything like it.
basically, what you're saying is it's another movie where your brain's gonna get scrambled.
Yes, because it's Christopher Nolan again.
Wow. Christopher Nolan.
I'm probably gonna say Home Alone this time, like the first one.
Nice.
W.
I like how the fact Caleb explains in a whole 5 minutes and I just say something in 5 seconds and we're done.
Yeah, that's great. Because we got
You can tell I'm kind of a nerd.
the kind of nerd that just yaps all the time. We got the guy that's straight to the point, and then we got me, who's the host.
I'm changing it, hold on.
What? You can't
I'm-
do that.
I'm gonna change it to the Angry Birds first movie, that's it.
So I'm
You know that.
guessing-
You know what? I
Home Alone
agree.
moved
That's
it
a
up.
good change.
That
Home
is a
Alone
good
better
change.
than that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Spider-Man: No Way Home, the one with all the previous
Nice.
Spider-Men. It's the best of every trilogy in one movie.
No Way Home should be my honorable mention.
Oh, would you look at that? Another
Another
honorable mention for Caleb. All right, Caleb, number 6. Go.
Speaking of Spider-Man, I put Spider-Man 2,
I knew it.
the original Spider-Man.
I knew it was gonna happen.
It's like if you want comic book Peter Parker, like Spider-Man 2. I mean, he goes through so much crap in
does.
this movie.
Somehow his girlfriend's always gonna die at some point in every movie, and then
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I can't be with you because you might die,
yeah, and then
but I still want to."
Okay, this I'm actually gonna do Home Alone, like I said.
nice.
W Home Alone.
W.
That was a
Home
good.
Alone?
That was a good swap.
That was a good swap. A Steven Spielberg classic. Jurassic Park.
Ooh, W. Jurassic Park is amazing.
Jurassic Park. It was probably the first, like, I'd say, scary movie.
It probably wouldn't be considered scary now.
Yeah, now it's more of just like an action movie than a scary movie.
Right.
The animation was way ahead of its time.
I
And
think it might be the best CGI for its time,
it was.
aside from maybe the Phantom Menace.
Oh yeah, the scene with when the T-Rex breaks out, how he made it dark and raining so the water is like on the T-Rex and it's shining with the lights. Ugh, masterpiece. Genius. All right, Caleb, number 5.
All right, here's my ranking of the Lord of the Rings films. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Fellowship of the Ring is my number 5. I think the book inaccuracies are the most annoying in this one. But yeah, that's it. That's it.
I'm just gonna tell you now, I lumped the Lord of the Rings movies all into one. So maybe that's why you had so many honorable mentions.
Yeah, because 3 slots are just Lord of the Rings.
I have good news, chat. While I was
What is it?
daydreaming, I actually wrote my top 5.
Oh, let's go. Now we
Well,
don't have to
W.
wait for him to think. W's.
The Despicable Me one.
Nice.
It's Big
Are
Movie
you, hold
1,
on.
it kind of has that Shrek vibes.
One
It's like,
second.
It's a meme and it never gets old.
Right.
Number 5. Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
Darn it. You know what?
What'd
Star
you
Wars
think?
is my honorable mention. The original trilogy is an honorable mention.
Are you kidding me? One, that's
Oh, no,
like
my-
one
Caleb.
first that's
Why'd you
like
have so
your
many honorable
20th
mentions?
honorable mention. And
We get that
Two.
you're old, you watch a lot of movies, but still, come on.
how is the original Star Wars trilogy not on your top 10?
Right. You know what? I would say, I'll go on and say it. Empire Strikes Back could be interchanged with Inception if you want.
Okay, cool.
At
Well,
10.
just- Return of the Jedi. I'll tell you this, it's not my favorite Star Wars movie.
My analysis of it is that the best parts about it are better than Empire, but as a whole, it's just not better than Empire. Right, the whole Darth Vader Emperor throne room part is like just as good as Empire, if not better.
I still get
But the
chills
fact that
whenever Darth Vader's like lurking underneath the throne area.
Yes.
And he says,
yeah.
your sister.
Like, oh shoot, bro.
Oh,
Luke's old.
shoot. Caleb, 4. Your second favorite.
Return
Lord of
of
the
the
Rings.
King. I know it's everyone's
Solid
favorite,
choice.
but
I think I would agree with your ranking the Lord of the Rings movies. All right, Luigi.
Alright, this one is called, I don't know how it's pronounced, like, in English, but I'm gonna try to say it. It's called Zathura, I think. It's like that one video game that turns into real life. It's like Jumanji, but I kind of like this one better.
Oh,
oh, Zathura. Zathura.
Yeah, Zathura, yeah. It's that.
Dude, that's my childhood. I
Yeah,
watched that
literally
more than
my childhood.
Jumanji.
That's
How do-
literally my childhood
how do I not-
movie. I watched
don't
it
know
like
what
5
this is.
times.
I'll have to look
Oh, yeah.
into that.
I watched
They have
that
to fight
movie
those-
like
there's those
5
weird
times when I
goats.
was a kid, bro.
Remember those weird like alligator monster things?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got. I have
okay,
no
at
idea. What
first I was kind of scared as a kid, but now they're getting kind of funny.
Yeah, I was scared of the goats as a kid when he's like walking through the goats and they have like 4 eyes or something like that.
Yeah. I was like,
It's like it's
what the
not a
heck is
goat.
that?
It's not a goat.
Now I know what Luigi's felt like this whole video.
I don't have that luxury, unfortunately.
You've seen everything, Caleb. Numero 4.
say
Spider-Man
you were
Across the
Spanish is on
Spider-Verse.
fleek, bro.
Across
Across the Spider-Verse?
It's
Across?
it's so good. I can't deny it.
Please have mercy. Have
What?
mercy.
What do you mean by that?
You're saying? Are you okay? No wait. Are you saying across is better
Across
than
is better
the
than
first
Into.
one?
Don't get me
Caleb
wrong.
snapped.
The
Yeah.
first one is an absolute gem. The second one I think is just better. But
Okay,
nah.
okay. This is for fun. This is for fun.
Chill,
okay.
chill, Caleb.
I
This
just
is for
wanna
fun. Chill out,
just-
Caleb.
I just want to ask. I just want to ask you a question. Can you answer me the science or the explanation behind canon events? What determines a canon event?
The best thing is we don't know yet, and it's gonna tell us that in Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse coming 2027.
If only
Or
they didn't
26, I don't know.
delay it or whatever they did.
It was supposed to come out summer of this year, and it never ended, and then they delayed it. With all the spider people, the amount of Easter eggs was just crazy to me. And I've always been a Spider-Verse guy. I don't know. I went and saw it in
My favorite part
theaters, and I was like, dude, this is a banger. So that's my number 4. That's like the biggest controversy of the whole video so far.
Okay, I'll say I like when he raises himself up in the end.
When Uncle Aaron was there in the end, that kind of was
Yeah.
like a, oh my gosh, he's in the wrong universe, you know? That
Yeah,
feeling was
yeah.
great. I like that.
If you notice, the animation style like in this room is different. It's like slightly different.
Yeah, and his mom's eyes are a different color.
So like that's where the Spider-Verse movies excel is the visuals.
The animation style on both of them is just breathtaking.
Is really going to be breathtaking.
The roof looks so nice.
Caleb, number 3.
2 Towers. Best
Yay!
Lord of the Rings movie.
I think I agree.
I think all the changes work. I think it's good. I'm glad that when they're running trying to save Pippin and Merry, it's not so crazily long like it is in the book.
Yeah.
I think it all works.
And it's got one of the most known Lord of the Ring facts of all time. Viggo Mortensen broke his toe on that helmet. Let's go!
And Helm's Deep is just, I like it better
You
than
can't.
Minas Tirith.
I don't think anyone has or will ever top Helm's Deep as far as like war battle scenes go.
Yeah, no way.
The way it paces you and how it's dark, but it's still raining, and so you can still, and the moon shines off of their armor and everything. It's just
Yep.
so good. Perfect. All right, Luigi, number
Alright.
3.
Sonic 2.
Sonic 2. Ooh, that's
Bro,
All right, new honorable
Sonic
mention.
2 is like.
Another honorable mention.
Okay,
Sonic
I'm on the
2.
side of the fence that's saying Sonic 2 is better than Mario 1.
No.
Dang.
Nah.
Let me
Yeah.
say something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
The only reason I put Sonic 2 above Mario 1 is because the Mario movie animation is really good. It's not super excelling like it is in Beyond the Spider-Verse or whatever. You know, it's just really good. You know, it's really solid. But Sonic 2, I think the plot of that movie is just
Too
more.
good.
It's just more there. Like Sonic has good character development, so does Knuckles, and Mario just doesn't have a very good arc, and that's why I would say Sonic 2 is better.
I will touch on Sonic 2 real quick, that when Knuckles and Sonic were fighting and like Knuckles was punching and Sonic just kept dodging, I laughed so hard when that happened. But like they were just
Why
like
won't you just stand still and die?
exactly.
I'm one of those people who likes to analyze it and look at the plot and the characters and
This rock is
So-
slightly rotated 5 degrees to the left, which is a reference to
No.
to this page 25,
Oh
leaf 2, article
my
3, paragraph 1
Oh
of
my
this
gosh,
book.
bro, shut up.
My number 3 is the best time travel movie, Avengers
No,
Endgame.
okay,
Let's
don't-
go.
No, is Infinity War above this?
I was gonna put Infinity War above this, but I decided to just like pick one. Now,
I
that's-
remember seeing the Infinity War and Endgame in the theater.
Dang,
Infinity
you
War
are
was hard-
old.
Infinity War was hard to watch, dude, in the theater.
It
my
was
gosh.
brutal. I will say that I don't think Endgame is better, but I put Endgame on here instead of Infinity War because it's just the end of the whole Avengers saga. With everything that's happened,
Yeah.
the Infinity Saga, everything that's happened is all leads up to this movie, and that's why I put it on here instead of Infinity War.
I like how Doctor Strange is so salty that Tony has more money than him that he didn't use the time stone to reverse time on his injuries.
That's crazy. That's just
Doctor
crazy,
Strange,
bro.
You
Doctor
menace,
Strange is crazy.
you menace, bro, didn't use the time stone to save Iron Man.
Caleb, number 2. I know what
don't-
your one is.
I guarantee you haven't seen either of these next two. But no, my number 2
What's your
is
number?
The Dark Knight.
Yep, that okay. I should have seen that coming.
That's the best superhero movie ever. That is a 10 out of 10 if I've ever seen one. It's legendary.
Sonic 1 is 2.
What?
Sonic wasn't 2?
I know. I know.
What?
Crazy.
What?
That's our hottest take yet.
Ain't no way, bro. The first
Okay.
one, look, the first one could be
I can
interchanged with
explain.
any fluffy cartoon character that can talk
no,
Okay,
English.
I can explain myself. I
Okay,
can
explain yourself.
explain.
I do it.
The first movie, I watched it like a good amount of times, but like the second one, I only watched it once, and that once is like I did like pause a lot of times on it.
So you're saying you don't have a
Oh.
good enough idea of the second one to know that it's better than the first one.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Once
I-
again,
I
this
just think
is
the
chat.
first- the first-
This is for fun. We're not actually
Yeah,
like
that's
ruining
my
our
hottest take
friendships
of all
over
time.
this. We're just doing this for fun.
No.
Yeah,
I just think the first Sonic kind of suffers from the Transformer effect. I don't know if you guys have seen Transformers, like the first one.
no.
Too much. There's so much humans and there's not enough Transformers. You know that kind
Yeah.
of thing. Or like Sonic, yeah, like he's only in it for like 50 minutes of the movie, and it's a 2-hour movie.
For
You know?
Sonic 1, I think they were just looking for an excuse to make like a fun road trip movie.
Yeah, they wanted to bring Tails in and stuff, but to do it right, they had to establish everything first. So,
Yeah.
like, Sonic 1's a good like. Let's set all this up.
Did your
You know?
butt just turn into a helicopter? Helicopter. Helicopter. 2, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Second favorite movie.
W.
Cloud City, Vader, you got the Carbonite
The best,
thing.
probably the
you got
best plot twist in cinema.
You have
Oh,
the
yeah, Ping.
the scene, and also it's not Luke, I am your father. It's no, I am your father. Also, Boba Fett, one of the coolest Star Wars characters until Book of Boba Fett happened, introduced in this movie.
Rest
Very
in
nice.
peace, Book of Boba Fett.
We don't have to
Boba
talk
Fett,
about
man.
we don't have to talk about Book of Boba Fett.
The back to tank. I need to get in the back to tank.
Goated movie, best Star Wars movie, one of the best movies ever. Like flawless cinema, 10 out of 10 movie. Caleb, Let's get your number one, bro.
Number
Let's do this.
one.
Number one, without a shadow of a doubt, The Passion of the Christ. Unbelievable. Whenever you guys get around to watching, I know it won't be for a while because that movie's hard to watch. That looks real.
So what is it? Is it just like
can't
a
even-
very realistic version of like Christ?
It's the most accurate depiction of it. So it's really violent, but it will leave you speechless.
That's kind of what why I want to watch The Chosen.
Oh yeah? I actually have not seen that show. I've seen clips from that show.
Well, I've heard it's just very good, and it's like a not as violent, good
Right.
depiction of what Christ did and all that good stuff. All right, Luigi, what's your number one?
Caleb guessed it.
Mario movie.
Yeah.
Nice. When I got out of the theater, I wasn't a huge fan of the Mario movie just because of the plot, but the more I watched it, the more Easter eggs I saw. It was my number one for a little while.
You know, I was in your same boat. Like, when I got out, I was like, man, there wasn't enough story.
Yeah.
Then I watched it again, and I was like, well, it makes sense why they didn't have a lot of story in there.
That
just
was
playing it
really
safe.
just like the origins and like they're doing what Sonic 1 did. They're setting up for more movies in the future.
Right, kind of. Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say, kind of like Sonic 1. So
Exactly.
hopefully the second one is like, you know what? Let's kidnap this princess now, introduce
Also-
Bowser Jr. and stuff.
Yeah, hopefully Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings. It's already been said that it's going to be a trilogy, so we're going to have at least 3.
Oh, we're gonna have more than 3.
I know we're going to have more than 3, but like I'm saying, at least they have 3 in their head right now.
I like how
Mhm.
before Sonic 3 released in the theater, they're already announced. They're like, hey guys,
We're making a fourth
Sonic
one.
4 now. we're starting production.
Okay, my number one,
Hey,
Lord of the
Dory, you're
Rings
looking pretty
trilogy.
white.
Can't go wrong with it.
Number 1.
Number one, best.
Can't go wrong.
The I just lumped it together because that was gonna take up too many slots, and I wanted more variety. The Peter Jackson cooked has some incredible music, some incredible memes, and one of the best stories of all time. I still remember that feeling I felt whenever Frodo was about to sail off. He turns around at the camera and smiles. All of his burdens lifted, and I cried. I left my soul bare.
Dude, when real men cry is Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, throw it up on the screen, our top 10s. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Thank you, Caleb and Luigi, for sitting here down with me for the last hour and yapping about movies.
Don't worry. I was daydreaming the whole time. It's
Yeah.
fine.
All right, guys.
I have
Like,
I don't
comment,
know how to do
subscribe.
Luigi impression.
All that good stuff. I'll see you guys all in the
End
next
the
one.
video.
Yeah.